Hey, my loves, it's your girl, Miss Monday XX here. Okay, my loves, if you're looking at this video, you might wonder why the setup is a little different. If you've went to my Instagram or my Instagram threads within the last couple hours, you will know that yesterday afternoon, I was the victim of a robbery. I'm gonna get through this. So, I was out and about in a very well-to-do upper-class Atlanta neighborhood, and I got thirsty. So when I got thirsty, I said, "Well, let me go in this store and get me something to drink." So I went and got me something to drink, and I came out. And when I came out, there was this crosswalk. And so when I got to the crosswalk, I had to stop, in the middle because it's like the little, when they have the little crosswalk things. I had to stop in the middle. And when I stopped in the middle, I noticed I need to tie my shoe. So I've been down to tie my shoe. Now, mind you, I'm very selective of, knowing, who's behind me or anything like that. And I'm usually I really, observe my surroundings. So when I went to bend down, I noticed I felt something grab my shoulder like this, and I just went like that. And I noticed that my purse snapped, and it was a guy, a young black man, all in black, just tried to steal my purse. And when he did, my first thing was I tried to grab the purse back. We kind of like tussled over a little bit, and then eventually, like, I fell back down. He got the purse, and my instinct was to jump on him and just start fighting again. But in that moment, when he fell, I saw he had a bag, and the first thing went through my mind, I froze. I said, "Melody, what if he has a gun in that bag?" And I froze for like 5, 10 seconds and got him and got the bag and started running. And he stopped, I think, in the corner. And after about 10 seconds, I just ran behind him and said, "Hey, hey, give me back my bag. Why'd you rob me?" So he started running through a parking lot. It's like a CVS parking lot. And I said, "Hey, hey, that guy robbed me." Now, mind you, the area I went into is a very upper class neighborhood. And that it's a CVS in the area, and it's a bunch of cars in the neighborhood. It's like 20, 30 cars. People in the parking lot. People are just looking around. Nobody's doing anything. So finally, the CVS worker at the front door, she had colorful locks. She said, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on?" I said, "Sis, he just robbed me. He just stole my purse. That's all I have on me." And she's like, "Well, do you want me to call the cops?" And I said, "Yes, please call the cops." And so she gets on the phone. She called the cops, and she's like, "Hey, this lady just got robbed." She gives them the address. She said, you need to send somebody out here. So, she just called the cops. I'm like shaking. I'm like shaking real, real bad. She's like, "Calm down, calm down." And she says, "I noticed him when he started running. He ran through this little area with his couple buildings in." He says, I'm gonna just ride up in there." So she goes and rides up in there. And when she rides up in there, she comes back like 2, 3 minutes later. And apparently, he had dropped my purse on the ground. He said, "Well, sis, here's your purse." He says, "I didn't see any phone thing in there, but here's your purse." So, you know, I looked in there, and unbelievably, all my stuff was in there. The only thing he stole out of I think I had like a $20 bill and maybe a little bus fare, like $1, $2 bus fare. My phone was gone and my ID was gone. All my cards were in there. I had I think a lotion that was in there. I had a brand new bottle of body spray, women's body spray somebody gave me, and that was in there. And so for me now, my strap is broken. I'm just shaking and all that. So she waited with me about maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then she's like, "Well, I'm sorry, but I got to go pick up my kids." I said, "Queen, go ahead." I said, "Thank you for stopping, taking the time to stop and be concerned about me. Thank you for calling, the police." So I wait there, and I wait like maybe like 10, 15 minutes, and I'm like, "Oh my God," I'm shaking like, "Oh my God," I'm shaking, shaking, shaking. I'm like, "Where are the cops?" So finally, after like maybe like seems like 15, 20 minutes, I go inside the CVS. I said, "Hey, there's this one lady with red hair." She's like, I'm like, I just been robbed. Can somebody please call 911? Because like this lady, one of your workers called 911, but they're not coming. And she said, "Well, I don't know if you do that." So this other black lady comes around the counter. She said, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "Sis, this one of your workers, she has she had colorful locks. She called the police, but they haven't been here. It's been 20 minutes." She said, "Okay, let me call." So then she calls 911, and she's like, "Hey, this lady called 911. She just got robbed from her purse." She said, "But nobody's came out. She's waited about 20 minutes." And so they said, "Well, we're gonna send somebody out." So I'm still shaking. When I go back out, I'm sitting outside CVS waving them, and literally like maybe like 7 minutes later, a cop car comes up. And I'm so thankful. I'm like, he's like, hey, man, what's going on? I explained to him I just got robbed on the intersection corner. I described what the young man was wearing, everything like that. Gave him a full report. And he says, wait right there. So then he goes to this police car. He says police car at least about 10, 15 minutes. So after he comes back, he says, oh, man, well, the incident happened at 4:20. I'm like, how did you know the incident happened? He was like, you probably were so, flustered and shaking right now because you're shaking. He's like, you didn't know that the incident happened at a crosswalk and traffic cam lights. And so they got the whole incident on tape. And so he gave me a report. He said, come in about, 5, 7 days, get your report. That'll help you with your ID and your phone, anything you do. And so I was just shaking, and it took me like 10 minutes, and I finally walked to the bus stop. And when I say that walk to the bus stop was just like the most terrifying, just uneasy walk to the bus stop I've ever had. And for me, I think the hardest thing about it was I was in that moment on the ride home was I was blaming myself for, for this happening. And I'm so thankful to my small group of friends and family who I love that would just hear from me, and I just all night I had to get out the mood of just blaming myself. And I want to say to all my black trans women, gay boys, just anybody, black women, period, make sure you're being careful because I'm someone who always surveys my surrounding, but this happened. And to be truthful, I report on so many black trans sisters that we've lost and are gone. I tell you, be careful. But when you're on the end of something like this, it makes you think of things in a whole different light because I could not be here today. I could not be here today. But I'm just so thankful. I'm going to take a couple of days off and get some rest. If you like to, when you replace the ID and phone stuff like that, sometimes you have to get it up. So if you would like to give, if you can, I'm going to post my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo somewhere. I'm going to try to see if I can check in with you at least once a day. I have to, I have to record from my Chromebook I bought a couple years ago because of the fact that I don't have any phone until my phone comes in the mail. So this is the only access I have to you, my loves. But I'm so thankful to still be alive. I love you so much. Please be careful out there, my loves. And I'm just gonna take take a couple hours off and just make sure my mental health is all right. And I will say this: I would not let this break me. It broke my heart mostly because of the fact that it was one of my people robbed a black trans woman, myself, during Black History Month. I think that's what broke my heart the most. I love you, my loves. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to just relax for a little bit. I love you. Bye.